Magus morning, everybody. My name is Marie A. Gomez, and with me is Janine and Deniga, and we are going to present the 21st century skill based learning. Here is the overview of our content. What is 21st century skills? The impacts of technology before and after, the three categories of 21st century skills, the advantage and disadvantage to our generation and to the next generation, which is Generation Alpha.
In today's world, where technology is ever flourishing and progressing, it is becoming increasingly clear that students are in need of a 21st century skill based education. It is undeniable that this type of education prepares the students for the future, letting them learn the so called 21st century skills. But what are 21st century skills? Well, these are a set of skills that would help students succeed in their future professions during the information age. 21st century skills, often called soft skills, encompasses a broad range of crucial skills that would help students adapt and keep up with the fast changing world. There are three categories, namely learning skills, literary skills, and life skills. Learning skills comprises of the four C's: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. These skills involve acquiring new knowledge. Critical thinking is an important skill to have as it allows students to find solutions to problems. It makes them assess, interpret, and evaluate a certain situation, enabling them to make sound judgments. Creativity, on the other hand, is a skill that allows students to look at things from a different perspective. This skill allows students to discover new ideas and solutions to problems, most often leading to the process of innovation. Collaboration is where two or more people work together to achieve a common goal. Communication is the ability to give and receive different kinds of information. This enables a person to understand information more accurately. Literary skills involve reading, comprehending, and communicating through reading, writing, and verbalization. This consists of information literacy, media literacy, and technology literacy. Information literacy is the ability to find, analyze, evaluate, and use information effectively. Media literacy is the ability to access and analyze media information. And lastly, technology literacy is the ability to use advanced technology and understand how it works and operates. Life skills are skills that effectively help us handle issues related to daily living. It consists of flexibility, which is the ability to adapt to changing circumstances, and leadership, the ability of an individual to lead a community.
What is the most used skills of the 21st century skill based learner? I think it's creativity, their communication, their media literacy and technology literacy, and also their flexibility. Lastly is, I think, their leadership, because when we have technology, we have this confidence that we can be leaders because we have a guide, we have something to help us do things and to make things better. The advancement of science, technology, and society helps the student of the 21st century enhance their skills and improve their education. Technology in particular enables teacher and student to have access to all kinds of information and resources, honing their learning skills. Technology also develops one's digital literacy skills and adaptability due to the rapid change in technology. What is the advantages of being a Generation Z? As people who are born between the mid 1990s and early 2010, Generation Z have experienced the rapid advancement of technology and digital tools, which means that they are technologically literate and adaptive. The advantage of being a Generation Alpha. As Generation Alphas are born and raised in a digital advanced world, they are more open to different ideas and are the most technologically integrated than other generations. Because Gen Alphas are exposed to technology at an early age, they will have more access to information, which may play a role in their educational development, making them more innovative and socially aware. So the next slides are the disadvantage of having or being in the Generation Z versus Generation Alpha. And we are going to explain why it is a disadvantage to be in this generation. So there are disadvantages of being in a Generation Alpha. Although we have said in the previous slides that Generation Alphas are the most innovative generation because they were born at the time where technology devices are getting smarter, everything is connected, and the physical and digital are coming together. And the advantage of being in the Generation Alpha is that, firstly, it reduces the attention span and connection. As they are used to having several screens at once and quickly scanning information, their attention span and concentration is impaired, especially during classes. We can notice it to our little siblings that were born 2010 onwards. We can see that if they are not holding their phones and gadgets, they get irritated, they get easily angry, and they like do scary things to us. Like they cry, they they do what they want to get what they need, and especially they do not know how to wait. They don't have patience anymore. They are not patient anymore. Second is that less time for socialization or socializing. Because of the gadgets that surrounds them, they do not know how to interact with the outside world. They do not know how to interact with the people around them because they are, like kumbaga, sanay na sila na gadgets ang ginagamit nila. And gadgets makes them happy. That gadgets give them dopamine. And dopamine makes people happy. If dopamine is taken out from a system, especially from a child, it causes them anxiety. The third disadvantage of being in a Generation Alpha is less development of creativity and imagination. I agree with this because as my sister grew up, um, she's very dependent on the internet, and without internet, she cannot give any idea with outside the box. Like Generation Alphas will require technology to expand their knowledge, and without the technology, they're like closed in a box. Their ideas are closed in a box. And last point of the disadvantage of the Generation Alpha is it reduces the ability to achieve happiness. The link between the rise of smartphones and social media and the increase in depression, anxiety, and loneliness in today's youth are getting higher because of the separation from their what do you call this space, happy place that they're in. And I can tell that yes, Generation Alpha are babies that were born with technologies and a lot of advancement in their hands. But because of technology, it lessens the human's ability to think on its own. Because of technology, people are being dependent on it and they are not using their own capability of thinking. Yes, technology gives us an idea, it enhances our ideas, but sometimes being too dependent on technology is very wrong. It lessens the ability of the brain to grow because we are dependent on searching. Instead of us reading books, we keep on searching the answer to Google. So tendency is our brain is not has our brain is not been comprehensive. Like we are not that kind of people who who will read books just to understand the story. In Generation Alpha, there is an internet that can provide you answers, and that is why, for me, that is the disadvantage of Generation Alpha. But I do not, I do not like fully, fully agree that it is all wrong to use technology. But if the user is excessively using internet, it is wrong. But if you use technology just to enhance the idea, probably it's going to be just fine. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope that you will use technology carefully and use technology only to enhance and to improve yourself. Bye.